Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, The Real Super Sam. Today is another comic book review and I hope you enjoy. The Flash issue 128 was the first appearance of a member of the Rogues team, Abra Kadabra. It starts with a man known as Abra Kadabra, a magician in the future who has read of the times when magicians were somebodies, but in the future, magicians are not taken seriously or are forgotten about. Abra decides to steal a time machine and use it to travel back to the 20th century and use his future tech to seem like the era's greatest magician. When Abra arrives and goes to a crowd, he makes a cat appear in his hand and the audience is amazed, but one thing's missing, they're not applauding. With the device he has, he shines it on the audience, making them applaud his magic trick. That still isn't enough for Abra and wants a bigger audience. But day after day, things prevent Abra from getting a big audience because there's something else on. So he sees a story about a character called the Flash and sees that he stopped the robbery, so Abra concludes that the only way to be noticed is to steal something. He then goes to a ceremony and steals a statue in front of everyone to get attention. He then stops anyone from rushing him. The Flash is by there and can't run to stop him because of one of his gadgets. Abra then starts getting more and more attention rapidly and decides to put on another grand heist and this time make everyone clap for him. At Abra's museum book robbery, the Flash arrives, but he and the witnesses are clapping for Abra against their will, but the Flash doesn't stop running to him, and Abra decides for the Flash to be stomping his feet too, and the Flash does. The question is, how can anyone stop this futuristic felon? This is mainly an Abra Kadabra story, and because of that, it gives Abra a huge advantage over a lot of other Flash rogues. This gives him more personality and insight into his goals. He isn't doing this for money, he flat out says that he doesn't care, but instead for attention and fame. Those are the reasons that many great villains also have, and Abra at the start is a great villain. He actually almost kills the Flash. If it wasn't for dumb comic book logic, he would have. He shoots the Flash, or at least everything but his costume, into space, and Flash then runs around and around, forcing a space rocket lands on the crash down into Earth. Abra here has pulled off one of the most noticeable things ever, getting rid of a hero. Abra Kadabra at the end gets defeated by his own gadget. Okay, maybe he wasn't perfect at the start. That is a kind of dumb way to go out. He gets hit with his paralyzing beam, and the Flash just carries his body to behind cell bars. The Flash is barely in this comic, he is just a hero and we get next to nothing about what's happening in his life, but I imagine the Flash disappearing and just leaving Abra with an empty costume would have caused for a panic. It was more interesting reading about Kadabra after the Flash seemingly died, in the silly way Flash returned, and reading about other reactions. Abra Kadabra is actually sorry that the Flash died. I give this one a 10 out of 10. It was really interesting and I love Abra Kadabra 10 times more because of this issue. Hopefully it comes back to the Flash TV show. Bye guys and have a good day.